Today we will be talking about cross-multiplying when solving equations. So we have something called the cross products property. So basically all this means is the two numbers that are across from each other or diagonal from each other, we're going to multiply them together and then set them equal and solve. So in our first example, we're going to multiply 2 times 9 and x times 3. So this gives us 18, this gives us 3x. Then to solve for x, we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. 3's cancel. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And that equals x, or x equals 6. Let's try another one. So we're going to multiply 10 and 2 and 5 and n. 2 times 10 gives me 20. 5 times n gives me 5n. Divide both sides by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. The 5's canceled, leaves me with n. So 4 equals n, or n equals 4. Over here, we're going to do the same exact thing. 6 times m gives me 6m. 3 times 4 gives me 12. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 6. 12 divided by 6 gives me 2. So now let's look at cross multiplying when there's distribution. So we're still going to do the same thing. We're still going to do 5 times x minus 6, but it's going to look like this. And then we still have 6 times 10, which would be 60. So we just have an extra step. We need to distribute the 5, which gives me 5x minus 30. Then we're going to add 30 to both sides. I'm going to bring this over here. The 30's canceled. 60 plus 30 gives me 90. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And 90 divided by 5 gives me 18. All right, let's try a couple more. And it says, write your answer in set builder notation. So I'm going to show you how to do that when we are done. So I got 4 times x, which is 4x. I got 5 times x minus 6. So again, we're going to have to distribute. So that gives me 5x minus 30. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. That gives me negative x and negative 30. So then I'll divide by this negative 1 coefficient. And that gives me x equals positive 30. But it says write in set builder notation. That looks like this. So you really just want to concentrate on this part, x equals 30, when you're looking for your answer if it's multiple choice. But this is how you would write it in set builder notation. Let's do one last problem. So we got 5 times n minus 7 and 4 times n plus 5. So we have to distribute on both sides. So 5 times n is 5n. 5 times 7 is negative 35. 4 times n is 4n. 4 times 5 is 20. I'm going to subtract 4n from both sides. So I got n minus 35 equals 20. And then I'm going to add 35 to both sides. 20 plus 35 gives me 55, so my answer is n equals 55. So then as set builder notation, it would look like this.